The British pound had what we see as calls a rare bounce higher. As today we saw, actually the last 2 days we've seen the pound rise against the dollar rise. It looked like maybe there was some strength hidden in there, but don't be fooled. This has been a dollar trade for some time, not the sell-off we've seen since about March or February. That has been all attributed to UK politics and economics. However, the bounce higher has been basically attributed to weaker dollar based on what the Fed chair has said this week about rate cuts coming, and I think a little bit of a relief rally in the pound is what ensued. Don't get used to this and don't think that the momentum lower has stopped, because none of the other craziness has stopped. So while we've seen a few days where maybe you've seen some short covering, maybe you've seen some small modest buying, it doesn't necessarily mean that this move lower in the pound is over. And if you look at what's happening at the Bank of England, they're becoming very concerned, obviously, with the uncertainties, whether it be about Brexit, whether it be about the ripple effects of what happens after Brexit, the deal versus no deal. And I think they continue to stay on strong, looking possibly to cut rates before the end of the year. It's something they didn't want to do. They were actually talking about raising rates earlier in the year, and now it's now become a talk of a rate cut, something that isn't a reality yet, but certainly could be. That is also going to pressure the pound lower. And let's talk about the Brexit no deal, which seems to be what is going to be served up here in the next few months in October. But I think if you go back, March 29th was the line in the sand. We missed that. Then we've had discussions, elections, revotes, and you name it. And it looks to me like we're probably going to end up with some kind of no deal with an asterisk, meaning you're going to have some different side deals cut or whatever. And I think that that's going to be the way it is. There's going to be some sort of congruent balance to this that everyone thought could happen when this referendum went through way back when in 2016. And ultimately, that is going to continue to push the pound lower. And I think until they get some kind of concrete foundation, something that they can build on, something that makes sense, not only to the businesses in London, not only to the businesses in Ireland and in Europe, but certainly to the people. And that just hasn't happened yet. So watch for the pound to continue lower. The 125 level was breached. We kind of danced around it. We got away from it over the last 2 days, but that is a level that is held. And if you continue to want to see more momentum, watch for a settlement just below 125 on a sustained basis. And I think you're going to start to see it accelerate even lower. That the 125 level is a level we look back to 2017. April of 2017 was the last time we spent a sustained period below it. So it's been a long time, but certainly is right around the corner. And if the momentum continues the way it has over the last several months, it will be here quicker than we think.